Hey guys, Mezzy here. So what you're about to see is a Timewalker dungeon preview. In this case, a Wrath of the Lich King Timewalker dungeon. And to shorten up the video a bit, I had to cut some pieces out. It was almost an hour long. Looking at this, it's still going to be 40 minutes long. But I hope you enjoy it. In general, the Timewalker dungeons are not a pushover. So that's why some of the editing had to happen as well. Stuff like pulling too many mobs at the same time caused wipes. So I've cut that out, and the commentary should still make sense. But if there are pieces missing, I do apologize. It's just not to have you sit through having to watch our group run back. It was a random group, so obviously it wouldn't be as efficient as a organized group of 5 guildies, for example. So that's all I wanted to say. Enjoy the video, and yeah, that's that. Hey guys, I'm Mezzy, and welcome to this Timewalker preview. I'm here in the Halls of Lightning, one of the Wrath of the Lich King Timewalker dungeons. This is the second attempt at the recording because in the last one the tank and healer left after one pool. So hopefully this will go better and we'll actually get to see how good or bad the Timewalker dungeons actually are. We're also live streaming right now. Not a lot of viewers, but that doesn't matter. It was a sudden idea to actually live stream. So there's 2 types of Timewalker dungeons. You have the Wrath of the Lich King ones, which Halls of Lightning is one of, and you have the Burning Crusade ones. Sadly, the Burning Crusade ones are not active right now, and I don't believe they'll be active for another 2 weeks. So, or even more, almost a month actually. So that kind of sucks. But we'll just have to do with the Timewalker dungeons for Wrath of the Lich King. Sadly, the Timewalker dungeons aren't meant to be hard, which is kind of bad. I was hoping that it would at least pose a bit more of a challenge, but it's not their intent, at least. A fun part of the PTR is that you can buy the new tier sets and also the new trinkets from the new raid instance. So you can already test those out. And I'm not sure about the survival ones. They seem a lot more AoE oriented, which makes the tier sets really useful if it's an AoE environment. And I don't like those only sometimes useful set bonuses.
The greatest of my father's sons! Your end is
Well, this is looking to be a possible wipe.
Behold the fury of iron and steel!
Did he bubble? Seems odd that I would have the aggro suddenly.
Give me your worst!
Alright, so in the Timewalker dungeon, your item level gets reduced to 160.
Flesh is not stronger!
Imbued crystal, but that's from the Darkmoon Fair. Okay, so that's nothing new at least. Alright, so this dungeon also has personal loot, and as you can see, this is the Timewalker loot. Item level 660, and it has the tag Time Warped, and it looks just like its Wrath of the Lich King counterparts. Okay, so there are actually people who don't know how the dungeon works. These mobs can put a debuff on you, which if you move will deal damage to you. And it seems that that guy did not know that, and he was moving around like crazy. So he actually died pretty quickly. Oh, well. It really shows how there actually are people who haven't played the game as long. Yes. Well, at least it's just DPS leading. And DPS come in abundance. Why would you be back right in a dungeon when you enter? I'm assuming that these will continue to spawn like they did in Wrath. I think you had to move through these in Wrath, but I'm not sure now. It's been a long time. Maybe not. Ah, yeah. See, they are spawning. I'm not crazy. I'm not gonna use Barrage. I don't want to pull anymore. That's what happens when you pull two sides. I should have just let the pet die first and then feign death. I hope he does move through it instantly now. Yes, keep moving. There we go. We should be okay now. Oh dear. Alright. Next the boss. Now, if I remember correctly, he had ads that needed to be killed. But I'm not sure. Volcan. Molten Golem. Yeah. Oh, okay. He's gonna pull those ads. Yeah. Trash mobs first. Oh, come on. Really, guys?
Life from lifelessness. Death for
Let's go ahead and kill those off. Oh yeah, they actually explode. Just goes to show that you do start to forget these things over time.
the master was right.
Slag foot guards. Oh wow, just crit. And the item I got was another Dark and Fair thing. In fact, where is that book so I can get rid of it? There it is. Shadowfell Infusion, Leech increased by 1. What is that supposed to be from? Maybe that's from one of the team members. He just bubbled again. That's not good. And that's what happens with being overzealous. You really don't want to do that. If this is anything, if there's a lesson to be learned from this, Timewalker dungeons can actually still hurt you. Alright, I assume that it will be fixed. But it is a bug, so if you use a flask, a current flask at least, it will remove it. Okay, so the current trash loot that drops is actually from Wrath itself, which I guess makes sense because for these Timewalker dungeons, you do, or rather, you do join others from the appropriate level. So level 80 in this case. So, for the YouTube comments, what are you looking forward to most for patch 6.2? Because Timewalker dungeons are just one of the types of content coming in 6.2. You also have the mythic dungeons, of course the raid, Tanan jungle, and I think that's pretty much it as far as content goes, but you can keep yourself busy in Tanan, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. You can group up with friends as well and get through the daily bonus objectives more quickly. Bonus objectives definitely are the best thing that's come out of Warlords of Draenor, in my opinion. They have a lot of potential for the future of questing as well. This is really relaxing. It's fun to do some old dungeons and not to steamroll through them. I would argue, in fact, that you know, while you're leveling up your alts, occasionally you do some dungeons and those voiceovers. You go through them a lot quicker than doing these heroics on Timewalker difficulty. So that's really good. Now there was something about a phase. There we go. Alright. He disperses and you just have to dodge them. Just move back. And eventually they'll go back and reform the boss himself, Ionar. You don't want to get hit by them, because if you continue to get hit by them, they'll increase your nature damage taken over time. So the other mechanic is this static overload debuff. It will damage any one of your allies that are close to you. So if someone isn't moving, or healing for example, move away from them. Dwarfenstein. Okay, so because he's a level 90, the time warped item went up to 463 item level for him. That's really cool. Of course. So that is interruptible. I keep picking these things up, but I don't want them. Especially not on the PTR. It's not like I'm gonna do anything with them. Oh, my pet has died. I see. He bubbled himself again. As a paladin tank, please don't bubble. It hurts. Because that means the rest of us are going to get aggro. You know what? We're gonna use CC. I'm gonna force us to. Oh, come on, seriously? That's a lot of buffs. Of course. A ninja pool. Alright, well, let's kill these ones that we pulled first as quickly as possible. To reduce the amount of incoming damage. Alright. It looks like the druid released again. So we'll have to wait for him. Although we should be able to pull that guy without any issues. And that cannot be interrupted. Let's see, Loken.
Over countless millennia, the foolishness of mortals has remained the only constant. Your presence here confirms. What hope is there for you? None.
So, one of his abilities was the further away you are, the more damage you take. Which goes against your instincts because... Oh, come on, seriously, tank. But in the past expansions, the mechanic has become the closer you are, the more damage you take. As opposed to the other way around.
Your ignorance is profound. Can you not see where this path leads? Come closer.
Oh dear, we might actually wipe.
Only mortal. You cross the precipice of oblivion. What little time you had, you
Wow.
wasted. My master has shown me the future, and you have no place in it.
Is it the other way around?
To be reborn in darkness. Yogg-Saron shall be released. The Pantheon shall fall. You cannot hide. You stare abyss. You cannot hide from fate. Your ignorance is profound.
Yeah. The damage is a lot less, the AoE, if you stand close. And then when he does his Nova, you run out.
You cannot hide from fate. You cross the precipice of oblivion. You cannot hide from fate. My death,
There we go.
the end of this world.
Finally. The Timewalker dungeon complete. Well, it was certainly fun. We wiped too many times though. But other than that, it was okay. It doesn't look like there's guaranteed loot though, and that's, I don't know. It should be like the random heroics, that you at least get something from the final boss. But, oh, looks like someone killed the rare. In fact, I think I will just hearth. Yeah. So, first of all, for YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this preview. It'll probably be cut down when you actually watch it, because let's face it, the time waiting isn't interesting. If you liked this preview for one of the Timewalker dungeons, please comment, subscribe, click on the like button. Check us out on Facebook or Twitter, twitter.com/bmezzy or facebook.com/WotLK. And of course you can check out our website wowweekly.net, where I'll put up more 6.2 PTR guides and previews pretty soon. I think I have some ideas as to what to do. Anything else? No, I think that's that. So for YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Keep in mind, Timewalker dungeons are not a pushover, and I'll see you again next time.